Hello, I am the Witch of Jasmine and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a reading for Taurus moons. How are you guys doing? That one came right out, nice. I hope you're doing well. I just came in here to film this morning and this is like a lace piece of fabric and it was all crumbled up because my cats were, well, I don't know what they were doing. They were doing something. Must have been playing with it or something. So if it's a little messy, that's why I just had to put it all together. But anyway, hi Taurus moons. It's so nice to see you. Oh my gosh, these cards are just flying out. I love when that happens. But as I finish shuffling up your cards, I invite you to take some deep breaths, to calm yourself, ground yourself, center yourself, get relaxed, get comfy. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Maybe it's the full moon eclipse energy we've got going today. I don't know. All right, let's take a look. So for the Oracle card, we have agreement with the water element and Libra. All right, and for the tarot cards, we have Knight of Cups reversed, Eight of Cups, King of Wands, the Oak King, aka the Hanged Man, Ten of Chalices reversed, aka Ten of Cups reversed, and lastly, Eight of Pentacles. All right, Taurus moons. I mentioned eclipse energy. So here's the thing. I'm not a huge astrology person. Well, I think it's really interesting and fascinating, but I'm not very educated on it, so I don't really like to talk about it very much on my channel. But I will say the energy that as far as I understand, of the eclipse and, full moons in general, that's happening is very much aligned with this. So it might be a good idea after this reading to, if you're into astrology, you don't have to obviously, but just if you're curious, maybe looking into that a little bit and going to people who are much more educated and more knowledgeable about astrology than I am. Because we're talking about letting go of something for sure. And that is usually what full moons, and especially an eclipse like this, it's very much what that's about. So again, totally outside of my realm. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty clear to me that there is somebody who you need to let go of. I can't say for sure that this is a romantic thing, might just be a good friend. Well, no longer good friend. Whatever the case, I think this is somebody who I get the feeling that this is somebody who you've really, really tried with. You really tried to mend things, to heal things, to make things work, to get things back on track. I can see a lot of that in this reading, a lot of like trying and working, you know, and I think it's pretty clear that this is we're just at the end of the rope. You've done everything you can do. It's time to move on. Yeah, so let's get into specifics. Knight of Cups reversed. Oh, I'm always sad to see Knight of Cups reversed because I love Knight of Cups. He's one of my favorite cards personally because he is just full. I mean, look at this guy. Look at him. He is so full of love and happiness and support. And he is like, you know, he represents somebody who is like your knight in shining armor, right? Somebody who you can lean on and depend on during difficult times, and who is just such amazing emotional support. So when we have him reversed, that represents somebody who is just not that. This person is just not somebody who can be there for you in the ways that people should be there for you, you know, in a close relationship. Again, platonic, romantic, family, whatever the case. I'm talking about all kinds of love here, right? This person is just not capable of doing that. At least right now, I don't know. I don't know. They're not able to give you what you need. Let me say that. I'm not trying to say that this person can't feel love or anything like that. I'm not talking about them like that. Just whatever the case, they cannot be there for you in the way that you need somebody to be there for you. And you're not doing yourself any favors by staying in this. We have the O King here, aka the Hanged Man. When the Hanged Man comes up, it tells me that you need a different perspective. You need to see things from a different perspective. It also makes me think that things have just kind of been stagnant for a long time. Things have not been changing and progressing the way that you would like them to. So your best solution would be to, you know, see the world in a different perspective, right? That's why he's hanging upside down, is to try and look at it from a different perspective, to try and get new information. And like I'm saying, I think this is a relationship that you've really been fighting for and really been trying to work towards. And I think the fact that Knight of Cups reversed is coming up here, it makes me feel like you have been very focused on the other person in this relationship and not as focused on yourself and your needs. Maybe you've been trying to be what they need, or just trying to force them to be what you need them to be, something like that. When I think the question you really should be asking is much more focused on you. And that question being, is this really right for me? Is this really the kind of relationship I want to be in? Is this the kind of person I want to have in my life, where I'm just constantly trying and fighting and they're just not able to give me what I need, you know? I think that's why he's here. I think framing this situation differently in a way that's more centered around yourself will make the solution much more clear to you. Like, yeah, I've been trying for months to make it work with this person, and clearly there's just a lot of resistance and it's just not working out. And this is just somebody who I can't do this with anymore, you know? Somebody who we're just not compatible, and that's that, you know? Eight of Cups is quite literally the card of moving away, leaving something behind, cutting your losses, you know? And it sucks. Eight of Cups, you know, it's a very gray, dark, sad card, you know. But it is ultimately for the best. It's just one of those things that sucks right now. But ultimately, when this card comes up, that tells me that, you know, later down the line, once the emotions that you have right now kind of fade, and you have maybe more of a clear head, you know, these clouds have kind of gone away, you'll be able to see this situation much more clearly for what it is, more objectively, and you'll see that it was the right move. I do think so. And then, yeah, having this 10 of Cups reversed, being that we have this 10 card that tells me we are at the end of the line. This is unfortunately not the ending that you wanted. But I think staying here there's nothing else to do, you know. There's no more conversations to have, no more, you know, maybe if I just say it the right way at the right time and they just hear me, you know, none of that. We're kind of past that. I really, truly feel like you've done everything you could possibly do. And it's just not, you know, it's just the end. So looking forward, we have King of Wands with Eight of Pentacles. I think this is, I mean, we have Eight of Pentacles that tells me that this is definitely a really big learning lesson for you. I think it would benefit you. You don't have to do it right now, but just down, you know, later down the line, if you'd like, it would be a good idea for you to be able to look, oh, hello. This is my cat, Andy. Oh, there's this big window right here. She's looking out the window, so please don't mind her tail. I think it would be beneficial for you to look back at this relationship and, you know, ask yourself, what did I learn? What were, you know, maybe some red flags from the beginning that I overlooked, or some things that I should have paid a little more attention to that I didn't? Halen, relax. You know, where did it start to go wrong? Where did, you know, what was my role that I played in this? Is there anything I kind of let happen? Or was there anything that I ignored? Is there anything I should have, you know, kind of nipped in the bud right away? And that's not for the sake of fault and blame and guilt, not for any of that. I'm talking very, very objectively, purely so that when we move on to bigger things, you know, new relationships, new people that you meet in life, it's just about not making the same mistakes, you know? And admitting that there was some role that you played in this situation doesn't automatically make it your fault, right? In fact, I would encourage you to just not even go there. You don't have to. You really, truly don't have to. It's purely just information so that you can do better, right? Because I think to an extent we learn something with almost every relationship we have in life, you know? And sometimes it sucks, and sometimes it's really, really hard, and sometimes it takes a really long time to get over it, and a lot of time to process, and a lot of times we need therapy over it, you know? But sometimes it is even just little things too. Obviously, this is a general reading, so I don't know the severity of it for you watching. But, yeah, I certainly don't want to, like, rush you and push you to start intellectualizing about this, depending on your situation. This is more just once you feel like you're in a place where you feel like you can do that. I just think there is something to take away from this. Some lesson to learn, even if it's a small thing, you know? that might make you feel a little better about the situation in time. So I'm going to leave it there, Taurus moons. If you have any questions about this, or if you'd like any part of this clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment, or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. But I'm really sorry you're going through this, Taurus moons. It's tough, but I hope there's at least some tiny little part of you that knows it's for the best, even if it's really hard to feel that way right now. These cards are definitely letting you know that this is just not a relationship that was meant to be, or this is just the time for it to end. And I'm sure you have much more, hi Andy, much more beautiful relationships in your future. So I'm wishing you lots of strength. Oh, careful. Lots of strength and peace going forward. And as you deal with this, make sure you take some time for yourself. Give yourself lots and lots and lots of love, okay? And if there's anybody who you can turn to if you need help feeling that love, I highly recommend you do that, okay? But you've got this. I believe in you. And you'll get through it. I know you will. I know you will. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!